Hello, ladies. Simone here, Director of Program Growth. Well, next year, 2023, for our monthly Why We Endow events, Why We Educate on the Nature and Dignity of Women, we are inviting and calling all Feminine Genius Circle members, all Endow hosts, both seasoned and fresh, as well as women who are considering hosting their own groups, as well as any woman that's part of the Endow family or not. We are inviting you to study John Paul II's Apostolic letter with us, Mulieris Dignitatum, on the dignity and vocation of women. There are many reasons why we've decided to do this in 2023. First, it is an anniversary series. Next year, 2023, is Endow's 20th anniversary. So we'd like to celebrate our anniversary by returning to one of our two touchstone texts, the other touchstone text being Letter to Women, 1995 pastoral letter that John Paul II wrote to not just Catholic women, but to every woman in the world. We'd like to return to that robust document that looks at the philosophy and theology of what it means to be a woman. And the reason is that we need to get better and better at articulating the truths about the feminine genius. It's no surprise to anyone watching this video that women and girls are under attack. The skyrocketing pornography rates in adolescent girls, the problem of the social contagion of gender dysphoria in American teenage girls, especially, as well as the most depressed demographic, at least in the United States, which is, again, American teenage girls. So we need all women, moms, spiritual mothers, and that's our Endow women, to become better at articulating this extremely urgent need of the feminine genius. We also have a secondary proposal besides studying with us, and there's no obligation to come every month. We'll be working through the Endow study guide together each month, so there'll be new content each month. So whether you're coming because you want to brush up on your studies of Mulieris Dignitatum, or if you're a woman that's new to Endow and you'd like to get trained on how to be an Endow host and start your own group, that's the most ideal situation here. But we have another urgent proposal to you, which takes on a missionary dimension, which is that we are not surprised by the fact that the church, women within the church, have yet to be truly exposed to the concept of the feminine genius. Endow was founded by women 20 years ago who really wanted to make these teachings of John Paul II on the feminine genius accessible to every woman in the pew. And there are still so many women in Catholic pews that have never even heard of the feminine genius, or the fact that the church has something to say about what it means to be a woman, which is something that's being contested in our culture very, very controversially, as you're all very well aware of. So what we want to do is we want to expose at least 100 new women in 2023. So that's about 8 to 10 new women a month to the church's teachings on the feminine genius. So we're not asking you to find women to come with you every month if you're planning to join us monthly, but we want them to come at least one time. Every Catholic woman, at least once, needs to know that the concept of the feminine genius exists, and that John Paul II and the Holy Fathers before and after him truly believed in the power of the feminine genius to change the church and to change the world by extension. So please think and pray over those 2 to 3 women in your life who you are certain have never even heard of the feminine genius. Endow would like to be the place where they encounter it for the first time. And they don't have to be Catholic. They don't even have to be Christian. These teachings are Catholic, so they're universal. So they're for every woman in the world. So please be brave, please be missionary, and consider inviting someone in your life that has never been exposed to these teachings and to this thought. Ask them to join us for the month that you're able to come. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me personally. And in the link below, you'll get a webpage that'll explain more details about these events, as well as a link to an interview that I did with Catholic Answers on, does the Catholic Church oppress women? And we know as Catholic women that the Catholic Church is not oppressing women, that in fact, the Catholic Church, both presently and historically, has been the great liberator of women. See you next month.